No, just kidding.
Just open it up. If you got any comments or
Yeah.
just do the questions.
Shoot.
Dominic, first time in a long time. And it's
You know, he did a good job. He really didn't, you know, he really didn't have command of his breaking ball, but his fastball had a lot of sink. He threw 2 seamers and 4 seamers, and you know, they went up there swinging. You know, they hit some balls hard. We made some nice plays, but you know, Dom just kept battling, and you know, he got up to about 73, 75 pitches somewhere. We felt like that was definitely enough. They had been through the lineup twice, and or just about twice when we went and got Jake. So, but it was really good for him to go out and give us, you know, more than 4 innings, almost 5 innings, and give us a chance to get to our next 2 guys if we needed. And we only needed to go to 1, and he did a super job, Reindl.
When he hadn't pitched in a month, what were you expecting?
Well, you know, he hadn't pitched against live hitters, obviously, in a game, but his arm is in shape because he's long tossed. He's thrown his bullpen, you know, with a lot of pitches, so he could give us 75, 85 pitches. And, you know, I was just hoping he'd give us 4. 4 would have been great, and have us, you know, be in the game. And obviously we were. He came out of the game with a lead and a couple on, and just proud of him for hanging in there.
Your hitters looked like they came out real aggressive today. Was that part of the game plan?
Pretty much. I mean, we tried to be aggressive yesterday. We just ran into a guy that is awfully good yesterday, and today, you know, against Day, you know, we just felt like he's only walked like 18 or 20. He's pretty much going to throw strikes, and let's just go after him. And but we didn't really change our approach much for him, except, you know, just to maybe in the first inning go after him a little more than taking a pitch or 2 to see what's up. But it ended up paying off. We scored a couple runs.
Pretty big for Randall, especially after his last couple of outings.
Yeah, I mean, his last 2 outings have been very short. You know, at Tennessee it didn't go good. It was raining. You know, he just didn't have a good outing. You could tell he wasn't throwing strikes. And then, you know, obviously Friday he comes in, he throws 6 balls in a row, and we got him. Still end up winning the ball game. But when I took the ball from him on Friday, I didn't say anything except get ready for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow ended up being today, and he did a super job. We knew we were going to need him again, and you know, for him to come in and give us that many innings, I guess he ended up throwing 50 pitches in 4 1/3. That's being real conservative out there, and I like that. You know, it was a big double play we got that really helped.
Hey, can you remember the end of the team that hit 2 home runs off the
No.
field foul pole?
I've never seen 2 balls hit the pole in the same inning, maybe even in the same game, ever. I can't remember. Kind of amazing. When the first ball was hit, I felt like it was going to hit the foul pole. When Chad hit his, at first I thought it was going to go foul, then I thought it was going to stay fair and go right over the top, and we were going to have an issue. It would have been a really tough call. I didn't even really see it hit the pole. I was kind of looking up. Did it hit the very top of the pole?
about 2 personal.
Yeah, so if it hadn't hit the pole and would have went over the top, it might have been a video review, if they call it. Either way, I think they'd have been reviewing it.
When that happened, you just kind of feel like it's your day.
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes you do, you know, and other teams are lining out, or you hit 2 balls in 1 inning off foul pole. That's a sign that things are going your way. And you know, sometimes you make things go your way by showing up with the right attitude and coming out and getting after it, and not getting down about what happened last night, because we pretty much got it stuck to us last night. And today, you know, we flipped it a little bit.
Just how big for this team to win a series?
It was big. It was big. You know, we've been in series. We tied 1 last week. Now we won 1. Kind of gets maybe that out of the way, and you don't have to worry about it and hear people talk about it. And you know, now we can just move on and get ready for Texas A&M.
Coleman makes a great play on Fletcher early in the game, and then Fletcher comes back and gets that home run. Did anybody say anything to him, or was that just him getting his line right?
You know, I mean, that was a great swing, because for those of you who watch us play all the time, Dominic doesn't go the other way a lot. He's been working on it extremely hard, and he smoked that ball. The only reason he made that catch, number 1, he's a great athlete, but number 2, he was playing so deep, he just ran sideways for the most part, right along that fence line, instead of having to go back. If he had to go back, he wouldn't have made it. It was good positioning by them, and but I don't think, you know, people congratulated Dom when he got in the dugout on how hard he hit the ball the other way. I don't know if anybody said that might have been out of here. Or they probably didn't want to hear that. But, you know, bottom line, all you can do as a hitter is try to have a good at-bat, put good swings on the ball, and what happens, happens.
How much do you think Brent Cook's home run in the first inning today backed up and set the tone?
Oh, I think it was the biggest swing of the day. I mean, he gave us a good feeling. You know, it's the first time we'd had the lead, except when we won the game the other night in the bottom of the ninth. You know, we'd either been tied or behind. So gave us a little confidence, probably really gave Dominic some confidence. And, you know, you could tell that when he hit that home run that they were a little on edge over there. And then the second and third inning, we actually hit some balls really hard, especially in the second. And then we finally punched in a couple runs here and there in the fourth and fifth. But we got some good swings off, and I felt like we were going to have a pretty good day, and it ended up being pretty good.
They shut you down so much last night, but you got a couple of runs in the ninth, including Cook's home run. Do you think that carried over any?
It usually does. You know, mentally, hey, we can score. We're scoring. Can't wait for tomorrow. But, you know, who's to say? But I definitely think it, you know, it didn't hurt. And it was great to get the lead.
You guys probably obviously help yourselves with trying to host a regional. Probably maybe still have a little work to do. But how do you feel about that? And maybe this wasn't your last game.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I hope it's not our last game here. It's a great place to play. Our fans, I mean, showed up again this year. It looks like 240,000 of them. So, you know, it'd be awfully nice if we could host a regional here. Obviously, I don't want the players to get all worried about it. You know, we're just going to keep trying to win every inning we play and win games. And you know, if we get selected, that's great. Or if we earn it, that's great. And you know, we'll just see what happens. We can control it by winning, and but if we don't, you know, win enough games, I'm sure they'll give it to someone else. But we hope that we'll go down and take care of business at A&M and then in the tournament.
Along that line, Mississippi State, I think, lost today, so there's a combination battle which you can still take this to meetings.
Yeah, you know, I mean, who's to say what's going to happen? Well, you can't, you know, LSU's awfully hot right now, so's Florida, and only thing we can do is just play A&M on Thursday and see what happens and kind of go from there. And if we have a shot to win the league or finish in a certain place, we'll keep firing away, and we'll see what happens.
It's always great to win an SEC series, but to do it on senior weekend, does that make it a little bit more special for the team?
Yeah, I think so. You could tell in the dugout they were really talking to each other about things, and you know, excited when Arledge got his last at bat in the bottom of the eighth. They felt like that could be his last at bat here, and you know, guys were, you know, I guess it's like anything else. You know, when you think as a player, whether you're retiring from the big leagues or your last college game or even high school game, you're probably going to remember it. You know, especially at home. You know, what'd you do? How'd the game go? So it's big to win the series.
Keep the rotation the same for A&M.
Yeah, I would say as of right now we probably will because of the time schedule. You know, don't really have a full week again, and probably just go with that.
I know you played a win, but was there any mentality to start tackling or
When?
Today because it's signal?
No, it had nothing to do with that. When he threw a really good bullpen on Tuesday and long toss Monday and it went great, we already started talking about starting him on Sunday if we had that luxury where we did not have to use him or go through a lot of pitchers, because we're trying to find that third starter. And, you know, maybe he can be the guy. He's got experience. I mean, he's been a Saturday starter, a Sunday starter, or Friday starter, Saturday starter, and now he got a Sunday start and went pretty good. So he's old, been around. It's time for him to step it up, and he really did today.
Anything else?
Okay.